Hey, welcome everybody. Good afternoon. This is Coach Martin. Welcome to the Coach Martin Show. Today we're going to be talking about pros and cons of owning a business. Now, when I think about this is going to apply to basically all of us. But if you're brand new, maybe you've never had a business before, maybe you're thinking of, you know what, I wonder what it would be like to be able to own a business, right? This is going to be perfect for you. Now, maybe you've already been doing business. Maybe you have a small business or a medium business. This is going to be great for you as well. So we're going to talk about pros and cons of owning your business because there's going to be both sides. So we're going to start with cons. It's kind of like when you're a kid and, your mom puts the, dinner in front of you and you got the food, you got the vegetables and you got the dessert and you're like, oh man, which one do I want to eat first? For me, I would always get rid of those vegetables because I'm like, man, let me get them out of the way. And then I would save the best stuff for last. So that's how we're going to do this episode. We're going to start with, the cons first. So I'm going to give you 3 and 3. So number one, con of actually owning a business. So number one, there's no security. So I hear this all the time. Coach, man, I don't want to pull the trigger because, there's no security. I want to stop first. To a point, I get it. But the truth of the matter is there's no security in anything that you're doing. You could work at a job for 20, 30 years. There's still no security. Well, wait a minute, Coach. I have a steady check every week. I can have pension. We had this conversation yesterday, actually, with my kids going to the Dodger game. We were literally talking about this. Sal, you can have a sense of security in your 401k and in your pension. But the truth of the matter is, if you go through economics and how it works and where we're at, especially as a country, man, there's a good chance that in 10, 15 years, that maybe not even that long, where it's all tied to the stock market, you may not even have a pension. So if you're putting your security in that, man, that's not a good argument. So one, no security. Number two, the con is, hey, it takes longer. Yes, you're right. You're not going to open up a business and most of you are not going to just ultimately be successful overnight. It doesn't work that way. Anything worth doing, right, it's going to take a little bit longer. I get it. But the beauty of it is actually, you know what? We're not even going to go to that part yet because we're going to talk about that on the pros. So number two, it takes longer. Yes, it could take longer, but truth of the matter is, think about it. Think about a building. If I built a business or I built a building and it only took me 4 or 5 days, boom, it's done, or a house. And then if I built a house where it took 3 months to build, which one's going to last, right? Same thing. So, it's going to take longer, but it's going to last longer as well. So number 3, what if it doesn't work? Man, I hear this all the time. What if I do it and it doesn't work? Well, I would tell you a couple things. One, well, it's already not working, right? So you really haven't lost anything. But I remember a quote. I love quotes. I actually have a book of a lot of quotes. I literally have it right here. But when I wrote this out, I remember one in particular, and I'm going to kind of read it to you. So the con is, what if it doesn't work? And this quote says, the bottom line is, if you want an idea to succeed, you have to take risks because the only investments guaranteed not to pay off are the ones you never make. So it's powerful stuff right there, and I always remember that. So those are the cons. Now, I'm going to encourage you to ignore all of those cons and focus on the pros. So let's talk about these real quick. So number one, you have an opportunity to have unlimited income stream. So right now, as an employer or as an employee, your income is tied to money, and money is a limited resource. So there's only so much you can make if it's tied to a limited resource, right? Owning a business and building things and whatever that is, you have an opportunity to be able to earn unlimited income, right? Number 2, you get to buy back your freedom, right? So you get freedom. Well, Coach, what does that mean? So when you look at time, right? Time, like I said, is a limited resource, but think about this for a minute, right? So when you have more money, you get to buy back more time. Well, wait, that really doesn't make sense. No, it will. So let me give you an example. Let's say if you have a pool and every week you clean your pool and it takes you 30 minutes to clean your pool, do it right. And then maybe it takes you 20 minutes to mow the lawn. Now we're at 50 minutes, right? And let's throw another 10 minutes in for whatever the case is. So you do 3 things that take you 1 hour every single week, right? 52 hours a week. So with the money, you can now hire that out. And now you got an hour every week. You got 52 hours a year, basically over a full week in a year that you've just bought back the time. Does that make sense? Because you can hire that out. So what owning a business does is it gives you freedom. That's number two. And the third one, and honestly, I have this third, but in real life, in my opinion, this is really number one for me. So you have an opportunity to impact more people. You can impact more people by having more money. You can. Now, maybe you're thinking, well, coach, I can still impact people, being broke. Yes, you can. Yes, I'm not saying that you can. Every day we have an opportunity to impact and influence people 100%. Wherever you are, I don't care if you have no money in your wallet or if you have a lot of money in your wallet. You're right. To a point, though. Only to a point. But the more money you have, the more money you make, the more people you can impact. It's just the way it is, right? So think of it from that standpoint, because money is a resource. And now you have a resource to be able to bless and impact more people. So I would encourage you to look at the pros. Don't worry about the cons, right? Don't worry about the cons. If you're thinking about starting a business, if it's something maybe you've dreamed about, you're just scared or whatever the case is, you're going to want to reach out to us. Go to thecoachmartinshow.com, reach out to us. We'll have a one-on-one. We can definitely get you set up. We can definitely point you in the right direction. Do you have a coach? If you don't, we know a good one. We can help you there as well, but we would love to be able to help you. Look at the pros, take action, change your life, right? Bless the people around you, make an impact for your friends, for your family, start building generational wealth, and make a difference in the lives of everyone that the Lord brings you in front of. So hopefully you enjoyed that. I'm Coach Martin. Until next time, we'll see you later.